Hello everyone and thanks for hanging out with me. Oh my god, what did I do? I just reserved a Kia EV6 GT. Well, it's not that big of a deal, it's only €100 to reserve it, but today was the world premiere of the GT. The EV6 was pictures were out a week or two ago, I can't remember, and I got the press email from Kia today about all the specs and everything, and I looked at the car and again the specs, and I found it very interesting that Kia is bringing out a car with those specs, and I just find it very interesting, and I think that the car looks great, and that's why I reserved it. And don't panic. The normal EV6 should come out this fall, but the EV6 GT in winter of 22, and if there are delays or anything, this could be later, and then my lease for my ID3 is maybe already over, or who knows what happens till then. And again, reserving doesn't mean buying right away, but still I wanted to reserve the car because it's a very interesting car. Let's look at it a bit and then we go to specs, but first let's look. It doesn't look as edgy as the Ioniq 5. This is the brother or sister car, whatever you want to call it, of the Ioniq 5. Same platform, same battery and everything. And again, I think it looks a bit more sedan-like, so it's a bit it's not so edgy, more round, and I prefer that. The back is not the best thing, I have to say, but I like the front. And I like the interior. Interior looks really nice in the different colors. The tires are not ginormous, even though that the GT will have 21-inch. When you see that car here, it doesn't look like it has very big tires, so the car is a bit bigger. But I wouldn't call it an SUV. I think it looks more like a Polestar 2, so a crossover from a sports car up to an SUV, something like this. But let's go through some specs. Battery sizes can be 58 kilowatt hours or 77.4. GT only has the big battery. GT line, so there's two versions, normal EV6, GT line or GT. And the normal EV6 or GT line can have a rear wheel drive with 168 kilowatt, 229 horsepower, or all-wheel drive 239 kilowatt, 325 horsepower, which gives it 605 newton meters of torque and 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 5.2 seconds. The GT line with the big battery has a range of 510 kilometers WLTP range. GT line can also be, like I said, 58 kilowatt hour battery, and then rear wheel drive will have 125 kilowatt, which is 170 horsepower, or all wheel drive 173 kilowatt, which is 235 horsepower, 6.2 seconds from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. It's amazing that it does that with 235 horsepower. It's just 21 horsepower more than my ID3, but a second faster. But the GT, now this is the interesting part. The GT has only the big battery, only all-wheel drive, 430 kilowatt, 585 horsepower, 740 newton meters of torque, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 3.5 seconds. That's crazy. And top speed of 260 kilometers an hour. I find it so crazy that Kia is producing a car that can do that. Amazing. It's just so cool. I was hooked right away. And important that GT has electronic limited slip differential software, so it's more stable at higher speeds. Overall, EV6 has a wheelbase of 2.9 meters. The trunk space is 520 liters. When you fold the seats, 1300 liters. Frunk is 52 liters if you only have rear-wheel drive and 20 liters if you have all-wheel drive. Charging, you can charge 800 volt or 400 volt. 10 to 80% in the big battery will charge in 18 minutes, and also if you want to increase your WLTP range by 100 kilometers, so when you charge you get 100 kilometers more WLTP range in 4.5 minutes in the most efficient version, so the big battery, only rear-wheel drive. In the then towing, it can tow 1600 kilograms, but which is weird. In the press statement, it says only when you're above 35%. Wow, why that is? You have 20-inch dual screen curved display. You have augmented reality head-up display, which shows assistance system, navigation, speed, things, so cruise control and stuff like this, and alerts. The GT version has Meridian 12-speaker surround system, and I have to read that. The speaker system also offers active sound design, so I'm guessing this is motor sound, a newly developed feature by Kia which provides drivers with audible feedback to the speed that the car is traveling and controlled via a user interface. It sounds like you hear sound when you're driving faster, so like the Porsche Taycan. Safety features, you have LFA, lane follow assist, but it has a physical button to turn it off. It says it in the press statement, but I haven't seen it in the car pictures yet. Highway driving assist version 2, which is self-driving. Safe exit assist, which means when you open the door, it will warn you that a car is coming from the rear. And remote smart parking, so it parks itself. So it has the fitted energy recuperation system to maximize driving range. This includes Kia's latest generation energy efficient heat pump, which scavenges waste heat from the car's coolant system. And now this is amazing. This ensures that at -7 degrees Celsius the car can achieve 80% of the range that would be possible at 25 degrees Celsius. And I think this is awesome. I'm pretty sure that those numbers are not that the inside temperature of the car is at 25 degrees. I'm guessing it's around 19 or 20. Maybe 21, I don't know, it doesn't say. But all at -7 degrees, you have 80% of the range. That means, except for 510 kilometers, you have then 400 kilometers of range at -7 degrees. That's pretty good. That's really pretty good. Regen, smart regen braking system, which operates with pedal shifters, like in the Kona, e-Niro, e-Soul, Ionic. And you have 6 braking levels: none, 1, 2, 3, iPedal or auto mode. And iPedal driving mode also allows the car to harvest the maximum amount of energy from its brakes and enables the driver to bring the car to a gentle halt without needing to stop to push the brake pedal. For me, that's like Nissan's e-pedal. I like that. That's really one pedal drive. I like that a lot. Let's look at the Kia website, the worldwide website, because they have a really nice design and a nice feature. I like that a lot. So like I said, you can do reservations right now for 100 euros and we get to the price and everything. But you can see that they have the most important specs that they're proud of. And see the battery again, but we'll see that again. Here's the head-up display in action and the seats. I don't know what the buttons at the seats are. We'll look. The charge port is in the rear. It's really in the rear and the light, under the light, and there's towing. But here we can move the car around. Look at that. That's awesome. And you can change the rims. You can turn on the light. I think that's awesome. And you can select which car you want. And I want the GT. And let's see what the difference is to GT line. Well, a different color and different rims. And they're bigger tires. But let's turn on the light of the GT. And you only have that one rim. You have 5 colors. I want the white one, of course. I like white color on my car. And you can see the motor here. And the battery, because when you go into EV6, you can select the small battery, and this is rear wheel drive. There's no motor in the front. And then when I click all wheel drive and then the big battery, you can see 2 modules that coming with it, and also here. And the GT then, does it look different? No, should be the same. Different motors, but you can't see it. And then you can also go inside and you can zoom in. I think that's awesome. So I can see here that here you have your gear control and your parking cameras, auto hold. Here you have your seat heater and seat ventilation and your steering wheel heater. You can see the controls of the car. You have a volume knob for the infotainment system. I like that. On the steering wheel, you can see this is your cruise control. It's the same, almost the same buttons as in e-Niro, e-Soul, and so on. And here, what is this? I don't know what those buttons do. Huh, but interesting. Normal controls. Drive mode button is down here. Huh. But what is in the seat? Can we see that? No, we can't see that, huh? Because we're in the GT. Maybe the GT doesn't have that in the seats. That's very possible. Maybe we have to go into a different car. Let's go into the EV6. Yeah, now they have the buttons. What does the button say? Ah, it's the recline. Ah, interesting. So I'm guessing those are more comfortable seats than in the GT. But it's okay. It's a sportier ride. So now we are on the reservation side. And again, 100 euros, you can reserve the car. You can reserve the normal EV6, which starts at 45,000 euros. This is the German website. Your country may be different. And it says 400 kilometers with a small battery of range and 510 for the big battery. It should start delivery in fall of 2021. GT line also in fall 2021. And you can see different what's different in the features package. You have different exterior and interior, and how the seats are, ambient light, electric seats with memory function. And then the GT also has intelligent front light system, then automatic door handles that integrate into the car, and then better braking, sport braking, and 21-inch GT Michelin sport tires and sport seats and premium sound. But the GT line starts at 55,000 and the GT at 66,000 euros. But come on, for that power. And this will arrive in winter of 22. That's interesting. Now let's look at the video of the presentation, because there's some nice things in here. The car doesn't look as big when he's standing beside it, but I don't know if this is a real car or digital car. EGMP platform. P is already platform, so it's stupid to say it twice. Yeah, door handles, I'm not a fan. Ambient light. This is the GT. I don't like the instrument cluster design. I don't know if it will stay that way. I like the infotainment system, though. It shows a few things that are very interesting. Look at that. Phone projection. So it means it will show what's on your phone on the screen. That's awesome. And quiet mode. It means YouTube on your phone, then on the screen. Yeah, that's the head-up display, what you can see. Distance, speed. Well, you can see that the screen shows different things for either music or climate. Yeah, the relaxing seats, but the GT won't have them. Let's look at the 400-meter drag race, because it's so funny. They made it real. They didn't want to show off like they are the best car in the world. GT looks good, I'm sorry. From the side, you can see that it's bigger wheels. And normal normal mirrors. I don't need the camera thing. Not a fan of that. Look at the lineup. All different sport cars. I did it very well. And this looks very real, this one here. This is how it really would be. the EV starts fast, but then combustion engine cars can get by, and it doesn't win. I find it amazing. They didn't put in cars that can just win. It's awesome. Boom. So hopefully we'll get a few insights into the car more, and we'll see how the journey goes. Again, reservation does not mean buying. We'll see. But I'm very excited. It's very interesting. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.